Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome back to another 3D Hangouts. My name is Noah Ruiz. I'm a designer here at Adafruit, and join me every week is my brother Pedro. Hello.
Good morning, everybody. Pedro's Creative Tech here at Adafruit, and every week we're here to share 3D printed projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
That's right. This show we combine 3D printing and DIY electronics to make inspirational projects. You nailed it. You're back into the swing. Last week we were a little rusty because we got back from our week vacation. But we're back and we're hanging out in the Discord chat room. Invite code to that is discord.gg/Adafruit. We got a link at the top header. And we're hanging out, saying hello to everybody. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning for the folks on the East Coast. Yeah, so this is episode 446. It is July 10th. 2024, already at the halfway mark of the year. Oops. This week we have we're prototyping new projects as we're getting back. Last week we had a really cool project that Pedro worked on. It was an IoT filament sensor. This week we're working in tandem with on 2 new projects, so we'll take a look at. We have some new CAD parts on the GitHub repo. We got a time lapse and a handful of community makes. So let me go ahead and jump into adafruit.com/free. If you spend some more money with Adafruit, you'll get some free items, starting off with $99 or more. If your order is $99 or more, you get a free PCB coaster with a golden Adafruit logo. Gets automatically added to your cart. If your order is $149 or more, you get the PCB coaster plus an Adafruit KB2040. That's the dev board featuring the RP2040 chip. If your order is $199 or more, you'll get the KB2040, the PCB coaster, and free UPS ground shipping for continental US only. And if your order is $299 or more, you get the free ground shipping, the KB2040, the PCB coaster, and a Circuit Playground Express. These get automatically added to your cart. And if you'd like a coupon to get 10% off your order, you can use our code PROTOTYPE. It's good for the next 24 hours. And that is the freebie and coupon code segment. We'll share it as we get through the show. But for now, let's see who is hanging out in the live broadcast chat channel on our Discord server. We got squid.jpg is hanging out. If you got any questions, comments, GIFs, memes, GIFs and GIFs, they're all acceptable. Let us drop them in the thing and we'll share them here. We'll chat about it. Also, giving a shout out to Tyeth hanging out. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning or afternoon or evening, wherever you might be. All right. Who's starting off, Pedro? You're a little low on your mic. Can you check you're all good?
Hello, hello.
Yeah, okay.
Let me move this actual mic closer to me.
Yeah. I don't want to echo, so I have my volume like middle, but it could be you too.
Yeah, I was wondering, since my mic is like literally behind the camera.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Turn my face away. I was like, I hope people still hear me.
Yeah, you're a little quiet. There you go.
All right, let's go ahead and start off the show with checking out what we're prototyping.
Yeah, Pedro's got the stage.
So this week's project was actually going to be that camera, but we had to switch gears on it. So I was right.
Oh yeah, we actually didn't talk about the camera, so nobody knows what you're talking about except me. We were going to do a camera-based project, but we're going to shelve that one for the future.
Let's see. I want to raise my my brightness on here, but we're gonna have to deal. So I don't have to...
we're dealing.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and take a look at USBC Dock is what we're working on now. So we're revisiting some projects to redo them. The last time we did a USB dock was for the micro USB, since all of our boards did have micro. So we were updating it to have USB-C with the new boards that were just released not too long ago. So super simple, just a little dock that will let you house your USB-C devices while you're in CircuitPython programming these guys up. And instead of having them on the desk with all of your other parts where it can, sort of short out, I'm going to have them nice and protected. So super simple little USB stock. What I am kind of proud of for these is just the construction of them. So if you take a gander on the inside, get this guy open without having the spudger, because I forgot to grab it.
The spudger.
Yeah, so
we need the spudger.
Yeah, so check this guy out. It is completely modular.
Oh, wow.
That I'm using headers and jumper pins to assemble everything or to have all the connections. So all of these can come out if you want to rearrange the angle that they're at. Here's the old one before, and it was just soldered right on, which in the video we were saying it was super easy to make. No, it wasn't.
No, it's difficult, especially with the tight pitch on the connector. Yeah. I remember I tried to make one myself, and I ended up burning the plastic, like melting it with my soldering iron.
Not easy at all.
It's not easy at all, no. So we got these new breakouts. They have a plug USB-C and a socket USB-C. So the idea is that the plug points vertically, so you can have a nice vertical standing breakout board. And then you have a socket for a USB-C type cable. So it's kind of a, plug and socket. And you can switch them up if you like, but we think this is a pretty good layout here, and it's really nice. You can just rearrange the pins. The pinouts aren't really compatible, so you have to be careful.
Yes,
so that's one of the reasons why you have it modular. That's really good.
Yeah, so really like the ability to have this be modular, so you can reuse this. This could go right onto a breadboard if you need it to, and same thing with Breakout, using the same header pins on there with the socket. Jumpers on the back, and then the case, of course, can be modified. You can update have your whatever logo on there, or if it's for a specific board, you can have that on there for manufacturing. And we're using the snap fit little on here, so everything snap fits together. These do have mounting holes. We're using M2.5 by 5 millimeter long screws to anchor all of these onto the case. And, nice.
That was good.
Dock. Just a little bit bigger than the other one, just to accommodate the jumpers.
Yeah.
Which is definitely a lot more easier to just plug right in.
I'm going to build one myself. I need one.
Yeah, we were saying how I wish we had more of those press fit headers. Oh, man, that would have made...
Oh, that would have been nice, yeah. No soldering then?
Solder-free, plug in, mount with screws. Man, no screws for the case. Heaven.
Yeah, it's really nice. So let me take a look with this one. So this is the plug connector. It's got those two mounting holes. It's a really elongated plug. So that's nice for if you wanted to put it in a different project, you have a lot of room to work with on that. So that's the plug end, and this will connect to any of the dev boards with the USB-C socket style. And then for the socket, it's this one here. This was a little bit, it's probably like a year old now. This is a USB-C breakout with a downstream connection. It's got all the pins there. We've used it, I think, a few times. I used it in the Epcot Spaceship Earth ball so that it would extend the USB connection. But yeah, using these two together, so much better than using a connector, a bare connector like we did in this project. This is the Learn Guide, and it is it's kind of old. So it is 2017. It is 7 years old. It was a Micro B breakout, and it looks really cool with these. It'd be really nice to see a circuit playground with USB-C, but it was nice to kind of get hero photos, beauty shots of our dev board. So that's going to be nice going forward. We're going to get some really nice photos with our board standing upright, because normally I'm holding on to the USB cable to get my shots. From a photography standpoint, I think it's always a fun little thing to help. But yeah, that is those are the two parts. They're both in stock right now. If you want to pick them up, you can get 10% off those with our prototype coupon code. Yeah, and you're pretty much ready to go, right? We're ready to print, so I'm going to go ahead and print mine too. I have those parts on order. I actually didn't have the plug one, so it'll be nice to just plug things in because I do have some jumper cables.
So I wanted to mention, just quickly check the adafruit.com/new, and we just stocked the vertical breakout version. That's actually what I was going to use.
Right.
Instead of the older socket USB-C. I just put the link in the chat, so you can check that out.
Yeah, it's this one here.
Vertically.
Yeah, this is a new USB connector type. And this was actually designed, the PCB was designed by Liz Clark. It's her first PCB. Nice. And she'll be doing some other dev boards.
It's awesome.
So that's really cool. Yeah, it's a cool kind of way if you wanted to have a plug come in vertically and you can mount it flat like that. And here it's breadboard friendly. So it's kind of a neat breakout. So check that one out. It just went live.
Literally right before the show.
Yeah, right before the show started.
Gotta hurry up and
yeah, I actually have a model of this already. I'm gonna throw it up on the GitHub as soon as the we probably will have like a PCB files and a 3D model linked here in the product page. Don't think it needs a guide because it's pretty still, you know, it's not a dev board, it's just a breakout for the connector. Cool. USB-C, all the things. Yeah.
Now I'm taking a look at the other plug breakout. Looks like we got 100 in stock, so hurry up and pick those up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that's good. A 3D. Yeah, we got a comment from DB9 Dreamer. I can see that being good for 3D printed phone charger dock. Yeah.
I forgot that would work on my phone.
Yeah, give it a shot. I have the Lightning iPhone still. But a lot of the devices these days are all USB-C.
I need a counterbalance, but
oh yeah, it's
definitely work.
Yeah, it's meant for small boards, so yeah. I guess you could update the sketch in the step file or the Fusion 360 file and just make it bigger or whatever you want.
Yeah, the sketch for the case is its own, so you would just modify the dimensions on it.
Yeah, just get the parts because the breakouts are really handy. You got the mounting holes and you got those nice pins to solder to, or not if you want to do the non-soldered pins, which you recommend.
Definitely.
I need to get me some. Where would I find those?
The what now?
The no solder. What do we call those? The pins?
I'll give you the ID though.
Let me. These guys. Here we go. Press fit. Pin headers. There you go.
5938.
Yeah.
And I
didn't see this. Is that how you did it with the pliers?
Yep. Super satisfying.
All right.
A lot more
easy shot when they come back in.
Yeah. I was looking like at AliExpress to see where we got this, but it's probably in the back end.
Yeah, I think we get a lot of parts from JLC parts now.
Oh,
I've noticed. Yeah.
I definitely want to see where those came from.
It's a strip of 36. Yeah. So sign up to get notified when they're back in stock because I need to get me some.
Yep.
Because, yeah. I mean, I can solder, but it'd be nice if I didn't have to.
Yeah.
Cool. And you just put the link in. Thank you very much.
And then you could carefully take these out too. So if you want it to be...
yeah, you can take them out.
Being modular for reusing parts is...
Yeah,
so freaking handy.
It really is. I was working on a prototype using NeoKeys, and I was able to just disconnect it from my build. It was my guitar. I didn't have the 1x4 NeoKey. I just ripped it out, no problem. I was able to put it back in too. Like that's really cool. So
there's so many instances where that happens, and man,
so nice. It's
a pleasure when you can reuse it.
Yeah, so nice. Yeah, blissful. Good stuff. Any other stuff we want to talk about the dock?
I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, the headers, definitely keep a lookout for those.
All right, my turn.
Yes, more prototyping.
Yeah.
Let's check out what you're prototyping.
All right, let's move this over. Boop, boop. All right. We talked about our CNC Rotary Encoder a couple of weeks, maybe a month ago now. It's been a while, but finally got around to making a case to house it. Lamar had a good idea. Let's make a MacroPad using the CNC Rotary Encoder. We have two different ones, one that comes in black, one that comes in silver. And then she came up with, like, let's do a 3x4 NeoKey snap fit key switch layout. So I have a little enclosure here that houses the rotary encoder. You can kind of hold it like a remote like this, I suppose. And what we're going to do is we're going to make it use Bluetooth, use in CircuitPython using the ESP32S3 feather. There is Bluetooth support in CircuitPython for this chip. Again, the S3 ESP32. And we'll have it battery powered. We'll get an on-off switch at the bottom here. And we're going to use, I don't have them in yet, but the 5x6 ortho snap key NeoKey Breakout. It's this guy here. Just type in snap ortho.
And I put the link in there too.
Thanks. Yeah. So this thing here is a modular PCB where you can snap off rows and columns. And they have NeoPixels already built in. They have Kale MX compatible switch sockets, so it's modular, and the NeoPixels are in there. You got all the pins for soldering it up in any configuration that you like, using the rows and columns setup. So I got this on order, and I have here this 3x4 configuration. So the idea is that we're going to control our 3D printer to jog the X and Y axes, and then some other things like preheat, pause and start, and whatever other key commands you want. These are normally used for controlling CNC machines, but you know, we're 3D printing most of the time, so I think it will be a really good project for controlling your 3D printer. And it'll use the USB HID library for CircuitPython via Bluetooth, and you can of course control other things like your software, your CAD software maybe, or just like as a cool media controller. But it will be wireless, so we'll have a nice battery in there, and you'll have the feather in there. Yeah, so that is this project. It's all snap fit. Here's what it looks like right now, just having the key switches to test out the taunches there. And then the rotary encoder has these 3 mounting tabs, which is really easy to secure to any surface. And then you have these screws here for wiring. So there's no really pins. It's more like a screw block terminal type of thing. And you can just make out that there are the labels here engraved into the thing. This thing is heavy. Okay, it's like it's a very very heavy knob. And it's very satisfying. It's very loud. It's very loud, and it has, I think, 100 indents. I think it has a very nice click. It's almost like a security vault, security safe thing. So I'm working on that. That'll probably be in the next 2 weeks or so. But yeah, just a cool rotary encoder MacroPad with more keys and a snap fit enclosure. That is what I'm working on. Another thing, let's just jump right into this one. There we go. This is my finally updated V2 SLA resin print for the NeoKey, the Pixel Trinky Dev Board. It has the USB-A connectors for plugging into a straight computer. And then it has screw block terminals for NeoPixels and dot star. And then the update here is, check it out, I now have visible labels. So you see the plus is for voltage, C is for clock, D is for data, and then the minus is, of course, for the negative. These are debossed, meaning they're recessed. And before V1, they were embossed, so they were raised. And it was hard to make them out. So making them, I think going forward, making labels on resin prints, I'm going to go with the deboss, and you can now see that they're very clear, easy to read. And now when you're using something like this, you can quickly see like, oh, the red one needs to go to the plus. So I just fit that in there and then screw down with the screw block terminal. You also have access to the 3-pin JST connector here. If you want to use this cable, you can just plug it in like that.
Very nice.
And then you have this nice button for resetting the dev board. Of course, it snap fits, so you can get in there. And I might need a spudger. Let's see if I get my nail in there. It's got a really nice tight fit. Sometimes you can get it with your nail, but I'm struggling there, so I'll leave that out. But yeah, it's a 2-piece case. Got a nice Adafruit logo on the back there, and this will be in the shop. Lamar just put the order in for these, and then folks have been purchasing this one, which has been in the shop now for at least 2 weeks or so. This is the TRRS Trinky for assistive tech, and that's working out really nice. Folks seem to be enjoying them. Let me know what you think. But now we'll have 2 of these, and we're working on more. I also have, this also came in. This is a resin SLA 3D printed from JLC PCB. It is a snap fit holder for QT boards. So this is an RP2040, and you can see at the bottom it has a cutout so you can see all the components. 2 mounting tabs, M3 size, 24 millimeters apart. And then this is an ESP32S too. So you can see you have enough clearance there for pins, for wires. That's really important. You have access to, the USB-C port and then the stemma port on the back there. It's fairly easy to take this out. I just did a little bit of a bend there, and then I can pop out the holder there. So this can be secured to another enclosure, a piece of wood, a piece of steel, whatever. And then to put it back in, you just kind of fit the ends in first, like this. Oh. And then you can see here on the side, you just got to bend it, and then it just fits into place like that. And now it's in there. It's not popping out. It's got a nice tight thing, and you can always flex it out like that again to pop it out. Whoop, like that. So that's working pretty well. And this is a high temperature, strong resin from JLC PCB. Again, that's the service that we're using. So it's flexible. It's translucent. You can diffuse LEDs. This is really good. We're going to start using this this material in that service going forward with our parts that we're going to start stocking in the store. But yeah, Lamar had a suggestion. Let me guys know what you think. She suggested adding another set of tabs to the back, and then adding a groove, a bit of like the mouse bites so you can snap them off if you need to, and you can choose whatever tabs you want. But that's one edit she requested. I'll go ahead and do those after the show, and then I'll order those up and then see where we go from there. I wanted to test this out with JLC just to make sure that the tolerances fit out for these little snap fit corners here, so that I can make so I could put an order in for this design. Let me pull up our QT case. So I think it'd be Brent on the IO team, Adafruit Brent. He recommended putting this one in for stocking in the store. It's a 3-piece case. It's got a top with slots for M2.5 holes. It's got mounting tabs slotted, and then the bottom here has even more mounting tabs. It's got like this kind of sombrero tag for like hanging on pegboards or something. And then of course those corners that will house a QT. So of course you can already 3D print this, but it'd be nice if you could purchase this if you don't have a 3D printer. Folks seem to like it. There it is with a stemma QT board, breakout board, like mounted to the top cover there. It all snap fits, no screws needed for it, other than of course mounting the this QT or this stemma QT dev board sensor. But yeah, that's what the plan is, and I figured I'd go ahead and try out this and make sure that the tolerances all fit, and it worked out. So that's what we got going on. More resin prints. I think we'll probably get the dock parts as well.
Yeah.
What's cool about the service is like it's SLA, so you can go crazy. You can go do all sorts of, they handle the supports and sanding and everything for us. So that's really nice. Yeah, this is the year where we're finally getting our 3D printed stuff in the store. That's exciting. Took 8 years, but here we are.
Yeah, I mean what we saw services like Shapeways, the cost for just doing one of those
Was
be
it
like
wasn't crazy.
$100 for
Yeah,
something tiny.
$100. Yeah, minimal $100 for a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, JLC, their parts, their services are quick, they're reliable. We can
Their
bash them out in
tolerances are
hundreds. We
spot
literally
on.
bashed 100 of them, and we're able to sell through them. That's really great.
Yeah, I think there's like I think there's like 10 left of the TRS Chinky
Oh
case.
yeah. We only had 100, so it's good to see folks are buying them.
13, yeah, 13 left. So freaking
Sweet.
awesome.
Yeah.
Although I think I know who bought them all. Probably
Yeah,
Bill.
probably Bill. Yeah, these are just for Bill. Yeah. And here they are, of course. Yep. Good stuff, man. Shout out again to JLC PCB. Not sponsored, but just hey, that's what we use. You can try them out yourself. I've tried out their services. They got a good selection of resins, colors, surface finishes, you name it. It's pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
I've also tried PCB Way. They're good too. So check them out if you just want to get a really high quality print. Check out those two services. Yeah. And that is our that's what we got. We got a lot on the desk. Yeah. You got stuff going on. You got stuff going on. Yeah. All right. With that, let's go ahead and jump into shop talk real quick. I have one new model. This was a part request from a GitHub user. So on GitHub, we now have the Adafruit Featherwing Power Relay Dev Board. And it looks like that. It's got a whopping giant relay with a big chunky screw block terminals. So if you're into that, check it out. If you need that for your project, check it out. And that's what we added. And of course, I'm adding more stuff like the USB-C Breakout, the new one with the vertical socket. I'll be adding that to the shop. Yeah. Oh, and this one too. I'm going to add this one to the shop. I didn't have a model for it yet, but we got it. I'll add it. This is the S3 ESP32 Feather. So I got a 3D model ready to upload to GitHub later today. And that's our shop talk.
Oh, well, we're still on it, actually. Squid had said, didn't know that there was S3 had Bluetooth support. It's very specific on which one has the Bluetooth support, right?
Yeah, very specific. And
I have the product link in there. It's PID 5323.
That's right. Thank you. Yep, and it's fairly new. I think it's been added as of a week. It might be only a part of the latest, the absolute latest. Let me check real quick, folks.
Yeah, I think you're right. Dan
USB 32. I think there's a PR for it. Might take a minute or so. I think it's only the 8 megabyte version. Maybe it's the same build. Let's see. I'm looking for like a release notes.
I'm just looking in the Slack chat, see when he said it was out.
Release notes, here we go. Bluetooth right here. So CircuitPython 9.0 RC0, Bluetooth, BLE GAT server support, pairing and bonding support on Espressive. So, yep. It's happening. Finally, we're getting Bluetooth on CircuitPython with the ESP32S3 board. Yep. And we got a cool project
PCB board that's been in the works for quite a while now.
PCB board plus, there's going to be another. This is new to you, Pedro. Liz has an idea for demoing iOS notifications via Bluetooth with devices. So we'll probably remake some of the older BLE. The armband was like a buzzer thing, and we had a Buzzy box.
Had one too with the pedometer too. I remember.
Yeah, that would be music. Yeah, so we'll be able to do a lot of interesting stuff with pairing devices like iOS and Android devices that have Bluetooth, low energy. Very cool. So let's just
nice little
about it.
comment here from Taid saying that definitely it's the 8 megabyte version only, although you can turn it off over the air update partition and get into the 4 meg versions.
Excellent. Thank you for that. Yeah. Yep. This one is the 8 megabyte version. Yep. Good amount of flash on that one. You need it. Excellent. Yeah, we were gonna try to do the reverse TFT feather ESP, but it didn't have. It's like not added to the module, I guess, or not the module, but the build. So, yep, good stuff. Thanks, Tyeth. Good to know. All right. Any other questions? Drop them in. We'll get to them. But for now, it's spider time.
This week's Time Lapse Tuesday, we got this super cute articulated jumping spider. This cute little guy.
Yeah, this is a fun use of the tricolor kind of filament. It's like purple and gold. Yeah, that's cool.
They're using the sort of chain geometry to have the legs articulate as well as the head. An excellent modeling job on all the little details on his back and his eyes. His cute little thing, whatever these
fangs. Yeah,
super cool, super cute. Have the video on it?
Yeah, let me play it. Mute it.
Hold on. There you go.
There we go.
Super cute little spider.
All right, this print didn't have too many cleanup. Not that much string. It's got a little bit of goobers, but
yeah, I swapped around which printer is actually doing the time lapse. Just a slight difference.
Okay.
A little bit more cleaner. Just as oozy as the last.
Just as oozy, yeah.
Yeah. I'm doing another one right now, and I could already see it's oozing.
But this is good filament, right? Is it the?
Yeah, this is the Stronghold one.
Yeah.
As you can
Let me
see
type
there.
it in.
You can move the thorax and the head. Looks like he's doing a little dance there. Super fitting for how all the realtors are already launching all their Halloween stuff. So right in tandem with that. Looks like Halloween is upon us and getting us started off with some spiders.
Very nice. Let me pull up the model is by Dan II on Thingiverse. It's a free download. This looks like it might be a multicolor print as well, or maybe it's painted.
You can paint it, but probably.
Oh, the eyes are separate, so I guess you can print it without the eyes socket. Yeah, with eye sockets, and then add these in later with a different color. That's nice for us folks that don't have a multi-material extruder. Articulated jumping spider comes in 2 versions. Yep. Very cool. Check it out. It's just printed on Ender S3 V3 SE.
Nice.
Very nice. So shout out to Dan I for putting these up. Interesting beta avatar. Yep. So check it out.
Yeah, nothing special, although the brims are required just because of the little feet to make sure they don't.
Yep. Looks like they used the brim as well here. Yep. Cool. And I guess since we have time, why don't we drop in a link to this model, but also the filament you used? I did a quick search, and I don't think I spelt it right. So if you could help me out here. Maybe look at our past orders. It's purchased from Amazon.
Check in.
Is it Strong Hero or Stronghold?
No, let's see. I think it's the graphics one.
Strong Hero, right?
No. Oh no, it doesn't go that far back.
Oh, maybe it's in page 2. Is that the thing? Oh, past 30 days. It's due last 3 months. Bear with us, folks, as we get this link, because I need to get some of this filament. I don't have any of the cool filament yet. It's hard to find good silky filament.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Gratic, right?
No, I think it is that one.
Oh, it is Gratic. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here is one of the Gratic filament. It's called Silk Tricolor PLA filament. And What color do you have? The purple.
This one is gold and purple. Yep, that one right there.
This one has 3 colors. It's purple, orange, and green.
I have quite a.
There it is. This is the co-extrusion tricolor. This is it.
Yep.
All right. Yep. It's red, gold, and purple. I really like this this color combo here. These are 3 really good colors. And I'm a fan of cardboard, recyclable filament. What would you call them? Spools.
Mhm.
These are good. Let me get you a link.
No, I got it.
Oh, you got it? Thank you very much. And they have plenty of other color combos. And it's good filament that isn't too brittle, I suppose, right?
No.
Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I'll order some. Good price as well. It might vary for you, but we think anything under $30 is good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So check that out.
Yellow and black one took like a month to get here, so not all the colors are gonna ship next day.
I see. Yeah, some of them are out of stock right now because I guess it's
Everybody found out. Oh,
everybody found out. This is good stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this one. This one looks really nice. The purple and pink.
I wanted the push button project. And
Yeah.
Baby's favorite color is yellow, so I was like, oh, I'll do yellow and black. Glad I didn't wait around for that one because I think it
Still
just
has
shipped. Yeah.
Ah, I see. Yeah.
A
So
month later.
Grat Kit is the hot filament of the month.
It's so funny
They stick around.
they stick around for just a little bit. And they like gotta change their name or something. I don't know what's
Something
going on with
happens.
that.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Good stuff. I like it. Yeah, I like it. I'd like to see this case printed in that cool tricolor filament.
Yeah.
Nice and
It does look
shiny.
funny, like for like
Oh, yeah.
bottoms, it will look kind of funny, but for the sides, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You
Well,
do-
luckily I have I'll print the frame, the casing part in that, and then the top and the bottom I'll do something more
yeah, I
like
think
a
that's what I'm gonna
galaxy
end up
black
doing.
or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna print like a thin top part of this, or just swap the colors out.
Oh, yeah.
The bottom. So
Yeah, that's a good idea.
it's not gonna look all funky like that for the photos in the video.
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
you do have some instances where it will mix a little bit. You can kind of see like blue stripes right here on the green.
Yep.
So not super clean, but pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
All a different color.
Yep. Sweet. All right, Community Makes is up next. Let me stumble around to get the links. I didn't have them prepared. We have 4 this week. Let's go ahead and look at the first one. This is actually, it was brought to our attention via the Adafruit forums. GitHub user Andrew Cannon did an update to their HAL 9000 project that uses the Adafruit Prop Maker Feather RP2040. So they added a PIR sensor, a 3D printed base with 3 different colors, LEDs and resistors to it, and they updated the code as well. Let's take a look at the video here that they shared. So here's the demo of it.
Oh wow!
Wave your hand.
This is amazing. Yeah, that's a really cool dock.
Yeah, I love the PIR sensor to wave your hand in front of it, and then of course you can use the accelerometer. So you pick it up and it says "Put me down."
Is that it?
Blinks, and then you press the button. I don't know if you can hear that, but it had the different voices. So when you picked it up at a different voice than when you press the button. Very, very cool addition. I love seeing projects that get, not just code updates, but like additional things like docks and stands and more LEDs, more functionality. So if folks want to build it, check out the link I'll put this in. It's on GitHub, Andrew Cannon's GitHub repo.
Yeah, put that in there.
Yeah, I think I'll actually make it too when I have some time.
That's so cool. Is that from the movie, the doc?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. It definitely has some influences from the movie because I've seen the movie. But that the Howling 1000 is like he's like attached to like a giant console,
okay.
so he's not really detached. But it definitely has that look to it. That it has that 1970s sci-fi vibe. Very cool. Shout out to Andrew for that one. And then moving on, we have one more community make here. This one's posted up by Franz Z, and it's their make of the Raspberry Pi high quality camera case. Only got one photo of it, and it says there's a summary here. It says bit of a remix, but I used the front part of the original model for this build. It looks shiny.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm not sure if that's like an injection molded thing, and then they use the front part here. Otherwise, it looks cool. It's got some extra accessories on it. All right, next up, we have one from Discord via the Show and Tell channel. This one's from Squid.jpg. They got this really cool top secret lunchbox inspired by JP's projects. Let's take a look at it here. It's in a kind of an aluminum lunchbox. It's got one of those NeoKey switches. You turn it on, and it's a bit of a kind of a color matching game. So you got these LEDs, and it's a puzzle, and you use the audio jacks to like kind of complete the puzzle. And time, it's so cool. You got two different displays going on. One that I think is give me some info, and the other one is a countdown. Looks like it has audio because I see speaker holes. Super cool. I'd love to build one of these, especially for the kids. Like, yo, the kids would go nuts over this. They would love this. And I love that it's in a lunchbox with a handle. That's dope. Very, very cool. It's not exactly a make of something we've done, but it was just too cool not to share because it's like it inspires me to make it. Yeah. It's got the old school telephone switchboard style puzzles. Yeah, that's super cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm inspired. Then we got another one on Discord, Show and Tell room. This one again from Squid.jpg. Their girlfriend asked them to build a little gadget to help remind her if she took her meds on any given day. So it's just a cool arcade button. Press the arcade button, and it has a really nice pixel animation. The way it works is she presses the button when she's taking her meds, and the device lights up. It uses a real-time clock module to reset the lights every night. Kirby fans might recognize the audio. Yeah, very cool. I love simple one-use kind of projects that light up. And here's a nice sketch of the project. Looks really cool. Good job, Squid.jpg.
Very awesome.
Very inspirational projects. And that is all the community makes this week. Folks are off, I think. It's summertime over here in our hemisphere, so it's expected to see less community makes and less people watching, of course. Hope everyone's enjoying their time off, if they are indeed on time off.
Time in the sun.
Yeah. Yep. Well, next week we'll be back, I think, with the dock.
Yes.
And I broke my thing here, but good thing I'm not using it anymore. Yeah, you'll be back with the dock, and then the following week I should have this one ready for Learn Guy for documenting and publishing. And we'll go from there. We got some updates from folks later tonight. It's just show and tell. Special guest Liz Clark will be hosting it, but there will be no Ask an Engineer this week.
Yes,
and probably for future weeks as well, as Lamar and PT and the company will be moving. If you haven't heard, on last week they talked about it a little bit, but you'll be hearing more about the big migration, moving a whole factory in 3-4 floors to a whole different city, going from Manhattan to Brooklyn. That's a big change. So with that, we'll have more updates to come. maybe some pre-recorded shows. I think JP will be moving his time slot to fill in the Ask an Engineer, not this week, but I think next week. And for the next 4 weeks, we have Adafruit folks will be co-hosting the show and tell. So tonight, of course, it's Liz Clark. The following night, I think it's Melissa or JP. And then me and you will be doing the end of July. So July 31st, I believe, is when we'll be hosting. And yeah, if you'd like to come on by, 7:30 p.m. is when it starts. We'll drop in a link in the Discord server a little bit before then. And it'll probably run for a half hour, depending. And yeah, lots of changes this year, folks. Yeah, we're excited.
Think, one thing too with Ask an Engineer, I think the whole time slot in the day is going to be moved once they come back from all the movings. Either, I don't know, sometime
we don't know
yet,
week
or Saturday or something like that. But that'll be moving away from Wednesdays.
I think so, yeah.
Like,
it's all tentative.
Yes.
We got to get there first. So we'll see what happens, but we'll let you folks know what we know as we get there.
And I think there's going to be a banner on the top of the website as well with all the info on that.
Yep, because the shipping department will be down.
Yes, that's
huge. Mm-hmm. Hopefully not for too long, but we'll see. That's about all we know, folks.
Let me jump back in orders now. I think it's going to be like a 7-day delay for shipping once that starts going in. But yeah, it'll be on the website with all the info needed for that.
Yeah, even we won't be able to get parts for our project, so we'll be on hold for a little bit, maybe. We'll see.
Getting all those orders in now.
Yeah. Yep. As the parts get in, we're getting stuff in stock. Yeah, it's a big, challenging undertaking. Yeah. But we got a good team behind the planning and everything. It's been happening for many, many, many months. Yeah, the planning has been huge. Let's see real quick. Just catching up on Discord. Cool. Yep. Anytime. Keep making cool stuff, squid.jpg. We really enjoy your stuff.
So cool.
I might work up the nerve to show it off tonight. Yeah. Liz is good. She's real chill. Yeah. No pressure. It's cool if you don't. It's hard to get folks down at that hour because it's kind of like the hour for going out and having dinner and all that. We know it's difficult. It's hard for us too internally to make it.
Yep, baby nap time.
And it's baby nap time, yeah. If you got a baby, yes, it's difficult. All right. Well, thank you everybody so much for watching. I'll be watching the show and tell. I won't be on, but I will be watching. And good luck to everybody. Have a safe time off if you are on time off. We'll be here next week, same time. No changes there, but be on the lookout for the big changes coming up. We'll let you know. Thanks everybody again. We'll see you next week. But until then, remember to make a great day. Bye everybody.